Hello everyone, Dan Schneider, the creator of Schneider Tunes. Today I'm doing my interview with TheGamePlushShow. Say hi, GamePlushShow.
What is up, everybody? It is me, TGPS, or The Game Plus Show, and I am finally doing an interview. This is a really awesome... This is an awesome experience, and it's an honor. Dude, I swear. It's like an honor to talk to you.
Yeah, it is.
Like two rivals talking to each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started. So,
Alright.
You want to go first, or should I?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay,
So,
you go.
alright, here's my first question. What will the plot of your Five Nights at Freddy's reboot sequel be?
I haven't really thought about it completely. All I know is it's based on the Wally's Wonderland, like we talked about before.
Yeah.
So the plot is it's gonna bring out new characters. It's based on the Silver Eyes novel, like the novel series. So
Yeah.
the three main characters are Charlie, Carlton, and John.
Mm-hmm.
And they get tricked in. Well, they won like a contest to take a tour into a factory where animatronics are built, and apparently that's where the reboot characters are being held in. So they get tricked into that, and now the reboot characters are going to kill them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that does sound...
It's going to be spoilers for everyone. So everyone, this is going to be spoilers, so you don't want to watch this, then go ahead. If you want to watch it, then go ahead as well.
Yeah.
But Michael will return into the movie.
Michael? Oh yeah, he was that security guard from the first reboot. I thought he died from Golden
Michael
Freddy.
will return to the film. He will return to the sequel.
Yeah, I thought he had died. I mean, in the full version of the reboot, we saw him get killed by Golden Freddy. So did he survive or something?
That is information I cannot give out.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to wait until the reboot sequel comes out.
All right. Yeah, that plot sounds similar to the Silver Eyes, and it also kind of reminds me of the plot of Luigi's Mansion, in which in that game Luigi supposedly wins a contest for a mansion, and it was actually a trick.
It's similar to that plot, and also similar to the Wally's Wonderland plot.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me. Okay. So my first question to you is, what made you start YouTube?
Well, I don't really know much about my past. Sometimes my memory will be a little bit fuzzy after a while, but
yeah, that's true.
The first time I started doing videos on YouTube, it was just like basically copies of other videos that I've watched, like and when I started doing official videos, like uploading them on public, I first doing it with a Angry Birds show, and it was actually the...
Oh, was that like your original series or something?
Yes.
Was like your original series. You mentioned that like on your videos or something like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, and I actually it was actually how my channel got popular. It was basically the most popular thing on my channel before I started doing Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, ever since I started doing Five Nights at Freddy's and Banana Split stuff, the Angry Birds show started to become unpopular, and I'm trying to figure out how to revive it with its second season, but I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. So yeah.
Alright, so your next, what's the next question?
Yeah, my second question is, have you made Wither Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy yet? I mean, I know you made Withered Freddy, but what about the others?
I haven't really gotten the time to work on them yet because of the whole COVID-19 thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't really got the materials. I have the stuffing, I have the stitching. I was going to work on Wither Bonnie next, but I ran out of purple material, so that's going to take a while. And for the other characters, it's the same story.
Yeah, okay.
But I did get yellow and red, so I might work on Withered Foxy and Chica.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. Alright, my question is next. Okay, so what's the plot for your next F.N.A.F movie?
Well, it's Well, my second Five Nights at Freddy's movie is not going to be based on Wally's Wonderland. I'm saving Wally's Wonderland for maybe a sister location movie or a reboot of my first Five Nights at Freddy's movie. But the sequel to my first Five Nights at Freddy's movie will be based on the Twisted Ones book, in which the Twisted Ones come to on a murderous rampage, and two of the characters from my first Five Nights at Freddy's movie, like Charlie and Elizabeth, they are trying to figure out what's the deal with the Twisted Ones, and it's kind of like having some inspiration from the Jaws movie, and also incorporating some elements from the Twisted Ones book, even though I never read the books.
Okay, so what's your next question for me?
All right, the next question. Are you planning on releasing the patterns for the reboot animatronics?
I might soon. I just have to, because I threw the patterns away, or I haven't really drawn out patterns for the characters. So the next time when I make Withered Chica and Withered Foxy, I'll draw out the patterns for the basics. The legs, the body, the arms, I'll draw those simple patterns, and then I'll make a video about how to make the different heads for the animatronics.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I will be making patterns.
Oh, all right.
You guys can make your own reboot characters.
Yeah. I actually made some new animatronic plushies that were based on your reboot animatronics.
Yeah, you said that in the comments on your video, or I think it was my video.
Yeah, those animatronics are going to be used as the Twisted animatronics. I'm just basically going to add some new eyes and some spots on them to distinguish them as the Twisted animatronics.
That's cool. I've been looking forward to the movie, dude. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question. Okay, so what's next after your F.N.A.F movies, or the next F.N.A.F sequel is done?
Well, after the first Five Nights at Freddy's sequel, I'm honestly not so sure if there will be a Five Nights at Freddy's 3 to my version of the Five Nights at Freddy's movies. And, I'm kind of thinking of making another sequel in which, William Afton becomes Springtrap and maybe, make Dreadbear or something. I still haven't figured out, but, ever since Wally's Wonderland started, to become, started being announced, I'm kind of thinking of, trying to, reboot the original Five Nights at Freddy's film, and, this reboot could probably, have some more elements from the games, because, my Five Nights at Freddy's movie didn't have enough elements from the games. It's basically like a reimagining of the story, the books, sort of.
Yeah, same with the reboot movie. It didn't have much to the story. I know, you were complaining. I completely understand. It was the first horror movie I made, and it was pretty bad. So that's why I think the reboot sequel might make it up for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think it's your question now, right?
Yeah. I'm a little bit nervous with this other question, but what are your thoughts on the Banana Splits movie and my Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Ooh, I gotta say, when I watched the movie, I was really impressed, how much work you put into it. It was, more, FNAF-like, and it was kind of like the Banana Splits movie. But the Banana Splits movie, when I watched it, it was, not so scary, and it was just more funny than scary.
Yeah, and well, it is kind of supposed to be funny since it's based on a children's show, but yeah, and I kind of have some mixed feelings with the Banana Splits movie. I mean, I loved it. I loved it because, it returned a children's show I used to watch back then, but I didn't quite like it because the splits looked very bizarre, and I didn't like the tra-la-la song.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah, and
I didn't like the Banana Splits. I just found them creepy.
Yeah.
So I guess it was perfect.
Yeah.
For Warner to do that.
Yeah, and thanks to the horror movie, I started to like the Banana Splits. I'm even planning on making an animated series based on the Banana Splits, which could probably have some humor from The Simpsons and the Penguins of Madagascar. It's basically like a more mature version of the original show.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want me to voice Lego, I'll do that.
Yeah. Actually, Actually, I'm actually gonna voice all of the splits and, Fleagle, Bingo, and Drooper. I'm even planning on having Snorky speak through most of the series. And, I'm having, like, some other I'm planning on having some other YouTubers, like, Tanya Soria, Christopher Radcliffe, and Soda Dad to voice the other characters, like,
Okay.
Hootie and Stevie, and a cat character Tanya created called Harmony. And,
Oh, you
yeah,
created
maybe
that.
you could probably help me with some of the voices, too, if you
Okay,
want.
so just let me know about that.
Yeah,
So
sure.
question number 4. Oh yeah, question number 4 for me. What's your favorite FNAF character?
I have to say Bonnie. Bonnie is my favorite character because he's a rabbit, and I love rabbits because, they're cute and cuddly and all that. And, I even tried making my Bonnie plush look really cute. And, I added, buck teeth to him and a fluffy tail to, because, Toy Bonnie has that big, and why not the classic Bonnie? And besides, in the Showtime song, he says he has a cotton tail, so, yeah.
I added a cotton tail to my body too, so
Yeah, I noticed that too.
it's a good thing I did that.
Yeah, and I also made Bonnie blue because in Five Nights at Freddy's VR he's blue and
VR,
white, and well, having him being purple is like remember how people used to confuse Bonnie for a girl. My mother used to confuse Bonnie for a girl because of his purple color, and I was thinking that Bonnie should be blue since so nobody would confuse him for a girl too.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean, we already know like Toy Bonnie's a girl. It's been confirmed by FNAF AR, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so I think you're next on the next question.
Yeah, my last question.
Okay.
What will you be planning on doing after the Five Nights at Freddy's reboot sequel?
Uh, that's a hard one. I think I might do another movie. I'm not really 100% sure, but because I don't know like the rest of the plot for the sequel, so that question's gonna be unanswered for now, at least, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with the reboots.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, so that's a question that's gonna be unanswered.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so now it's my turn, and here's my last question. What's next? What's next for your future? Like, what are your future plans at least?
Well, you see, while I am kind of finding that, I'm actually having a new success with, Five Nights at Freddy's stuff and Banana Split stuff, I am kind of wanting to, revisit some of my old videos, like I said, the Angry Bird show, a Pac-Man show that I had created, and, there was like this Lego version I made of a classic novel called The War of the Worlds, and I'm wanting to continue that too. And there are also some other movies that I had planned, like a Super Mario Bros. Movie that is based on an old script from a 1993 film that was made of that game, and another movie that is based on Tattletale, which would have influence on the Child's Play remake, and I'm also thinking of doing a movie based on the Rayman Raven Rabbids game, and a prototype of it though. And that's pretty much what I'm thinking of doing for my future. I don't have much else. It takes a while for me to come up with these ideas. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we are done here. So,
Yeah.
thank you, iTunes. It's been an honor being on this interview, and it's been an honor talking to you as well. So,
Yeah.
Bye, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye, I guess.
Yeah, see you everyone.